What up, guys? Kevin here. So, a Dr. Berg video came up, auto played, and it was what happens after you quit caffeine for 30 days. I'm like, oh, I can tell you that because I'm going on 6 months now with no caffeine. I'm going to tell you what happened. Just tell you how I feel. More of an update. Good update video, I guess. First off, you're not going to turn into a superhuman. If anything, you kind of become a dick, especially at the office. I work with people, they're like, oh, I need my caffeine. I need my caffeine. And I just can't help it. I got to get up and say, I don't drink caffeine. And I'm just fine. And that's it. I'm just fine. Not some superhuman. I would even say that caffeine did bring me to a superhuman level, but going to that superhuman level came with a superhuman crash, unlike any other. So it just really wasn't worth it. So 6 months in, how am I feeling? Not so good. Not so good. And I'll tell you why. It's actually separate from caffeine. I quit. What am I quitting now? Bubbly drinks, seltzers. So that one is actually a lot tougher. I don't think just quitting seltzers itself, but just quitting carbonated drinks altogether. Yeah, I don't think you can have a craving for something carbonated, but I need those bubbles in my mouth. And the reason why is just seltzers are nasty, and then anything else is just soda, which I don't want sugar. I stopped drinking soda. I just can't drink soda. It just goes right through me. And then anything that has fake sugar. That is what I also quit when I quit caffeine. So I don't have any fake sugar. So right now I'm just drinking those flavored waters like Hint and just water and milk. And I just crave some bubbles in my mouth. That is a separate video. Go back to caffeine. Yeah, I just don't need it. I don't even think about it. I drive by Starbucks. I'm like, man, it was just zombies. It really is some type of drug that I just don't think we need. I think we're going to see a lot of people like me get off caffeine and realize, oh, they get by just fine. You do have to alter your diet because you still, if I find myself eating a lot like I normally do, I can't have a Monster or a Coke Zero, which is what I would drink to pick me up. So I got to watch what I'm eating when I am off caffeine. But yeah, I just feel fine. I still go to bed around like 11 midnight. I do find it's a little bit harder for me to stay up late. But I also wake up early just very naturally. I just wake up and I don't have I want to go back to bed. That's probably the biggest thing over the last 6 months is I just don't have that, I want to go back to bed. Unless the rare occasion where I do stay up to like 4 a.m. somehow and wake up at like 6 in the morning. Yeah, that I would probably want a little bit more sleep. But I get really good sleep. I probably get a little bit less sleep now. I think when I was on caffeine, I was probably getting 8 to 9 hours. If I could, 8 to 9 hours. And now I think I can get by with like 6 to 7 hours. And my whole day is pretty level. I feel normal. I don't get the high highs, but I don't get the low lows. And it feels good. Also, I think I made a video on this. The biggest pro of quitting caffeine is I don't take Prilosec anymore. Well, I kind of do. They opened up a cane. Well, they opened up a Cane's a while ago by my house, but it was always busy. And now it's died down, and now I'm on a Cane's fix. And just all that grease and fried chicken and the cane sauce and the fries and the Texas bread. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be popping a Prilosec or a Tums or whatever after that. But that was one of my biggest causes of acid reflux was caffeine. And yeah, if I don't eat Cane's or do the Million Pizza reviews, I don't have to take anything for my stomach, which has been the biggest win for me. So Yeah, that's just been my 6 month update. I don't even think about caffeine. Not saying I don't have it. I do like chocolate. I don't go out of my way to have chocolate, but I think a few days ago I had a chocolate chip cookie. I'm sure I got a little bit of a caffeine like hit there. And I think I accidentally had like a Starbucks refresher. They were giving out free Starbucks refreshers at work. I think like a month ago when I had one. Whoopsies, but that's about it. I think since I quit caffeine 6 months ago, I probably have had less than a full Monster energy drink worth of caffeine since. So yeah. Yeah, just the biggest negative is now I'm a dick to people who need their caffeine, and I see people drinking their big venti coffee drinks, and I just look at them with disgust. I'm like, ugh, shame, shame. But yeah, I watched the Dr. Berg video. He's trying to give you tips. Just quit. Just quit. I forgot how I did it. I think I got food poisoning or something. Something happened, and then I went like a day without caffeine. I'm like, well, I already went a day. Well, all I know is need to go a couple more. It's usually like 2 or 3 days, and you're fine. You're just fine. And you're like, oh, that was, I wouldn't say easier, because you probably will get the headaches and the chills, and just knowing that hit of caffeine is just going to make your day 1,000 times better. That's the hard part. It's just getting over that hump. And it's just really not too long. I would suggest even maybe taking like a Friday off and just ruin a weekend. Just take a Friday off and just spend those 3 days in bed, because you probably will. Well, actually, Friday you'll probably be fine. Saturday you'll feel it. Sunday you'll definitely feel it. Then hopefully by Monday you'll feel better. Maybe you need to take a Monday off. And there, you're done. You're absolutely done. You're done with caffeine. You don't even need to think about it. This time around, because I have quit before, I can walk by like the energy drink, because energy drinks were my thing, especially the Monsters. This time around, I could look at it and I'm like, ew, gross. Before, when I quit a few years ago, I walked by and I'm like, damn, that sounds good right now. Not like I had a craving, but it's just the good times with Monster. Now I don't even have that, so it is possible. I'm not saying you should do it, and I'm not superhuman. I still got other things going on that I have to deal with. So, it's not like my pee-pee got bigger or anything like that, but, I am kind of a dick now. And that's something I need to work on. But I got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.